Well, good morning. It's midnight. And I've been awake for an hour, and I'm here to do a video that I had written a blurb yesterday earlier for today, but then I got some news. And anyway, the title of the video for today is "I Was Screwed by My Attorney Friend." My son just gave me my mail. It was a notice from the appeal court giving me 10 additional days to respond. Otherwise, the appeal would be dismissed. It was dated February 10th, 2016. I received it on February 29th. They had mailed it to my old address, which, of course, is invalid. It also went to the attorney I hired in November and replaced a month later with the attorney who was helping me. I knew there were deadlines, but she kept insisting we had time. Wrong. I paid her $600 more after the first deadline was already passed. I deposited $300 into her checking account on the 12th and again on the 22nd. Do you understand why I don't trust attorneys or the system of fraud they support? Now, here's the envelope. You can see here that it was sent back to me again on the 20th. It was postmarked, or the change of address was filed on the 27th, which was a Saturday. Okay, I didn't get it till the 29th, which is a Monday. Okay, and my son doesn't get his mail till the afternoon. I didn't get it, like I said, till just before 4 o'clock. Here's the letter. Okay, giving me days. Now, it's sent again to Joseph DeLeo. Now, who is Joseph DeLeo? He's the attorney I hired at the end of November to appeal the decision of the court. And he said that there needed to be more time given because it was a complicated case that went back to 2005 and it needed more time. Okay, but anyway, the other attorney was recommended to me that would do a good job for me, although retired and from a different state, not Florida, from New York. And that attorney was going to set it up so that the Shriners would represent me because she was had some kind of an in with the Grand Poobah, whatever he is, of the Shriners in New York. And she was going to get them to represent me in this appeal and in this case. And I don't know what's going to happen in the future, whether there's going to be more cases filed or what. I have no clue. But the 10 days is gone. Now, here are two bank statements. One from 2/12 at 9:19 a.m., a $300 deposit directly into her checking account, and one on 2/22 for $300 directly into her checking account. I'm talking about her being my attorney friend. And she was collecting money from me, and I was telling her, we've got to file the response to the thing. Oh, no, we've already filed the appeal. The appeals can take a long time. There are steps to the appeal. She didn't touch base and follow the steps. Now, of course, they were notifying me at my old address, which I didn't even live at anymore. They had already taken my house. So I don't know if the appeal court knew, but certainly the lower court knew. And they moved to take my home when the appeal was already in progress, which was, again, unlawful and illegal. But they make up their own rules as they go along. They don't play by the rules. They play by how they can pad their pocketbooks. The judge did that. In fact, I actually provided the names to one of my friends who was the retired deputy sheriff, who has figured out how to live off the system and barter, and he doesn't use money even. He uses everything that he does bartering. But anyway, he wanted the names of the people involved, and I sent him the name of the judge, which is Judge Turner. I sent him the name of the attorneys the 4 attorneys that have been involved in this theft of my property. I don't know what he's going to do with that, but I would have read all the names, and I always forget the most important name of all. The original attorney in the 2005 case that was filed by the bank and his wife, banker's wife. She was the principal who never even had to do the reporting. It was her husband who had strokes and didn't even know why he was there, except that she told me I had to be. He was not even very coherent. But they accepted his testimony. They rejected my testimony because mine was against the system. Folks, this whole thing is chicanery. The whole government of the United States is a fraud. And the whole legal profession is a fraud. Now, there are some honest attorneys. Now, some people say of Anna Van Wright, well, she can't be a judge. She's not even an attorney. Good. Because attorneys can't hold public office according to the original 13th Amendment, which was ratified. Okay? These are all things that I've talked about before. But we need to understand, and we need to know that criminals have taken over the world. Not just the United States, but the world. They have subverted the original Constitution of the United States. They have subverted everything that's decent and honorable, and they are violating yours and my natural God-given rights. They're not granted by a constitution. They're not granted by a Magna Carta. They're recognized in the Magna Carta and the Constitution and other documents, but they are not granted by some human entity or even demonic entity. They are granted by the Creator. By the Creator. Whoever the Creator is, that's who granted us in our birth. It's a birthright. Unalienable birthright. And among them, we have a right to honest defense. There is no honest defense here they're holding me accountable for something that I don't even get notified about till 29. I had until the 20th. I had until the 20th or the 21st at the latest to respond to this thing, but I don't get it till the 29th. And I'm being held accountable because of the failure of my attorney friend. She's always wanted to help me, and she talks a good talk, as attorneys do, but doesn't follow through. And this is the point. This is the point that I'm making. And I was told she's never lost a case. Well, she lost this one, unless she can figure out a way to unlose it. I don't know. And I'm tired of giving out money and not getting anything in return. I'm tired of I don't have a lot of money. And what I have is saved as sort of to try to help me survive, because I can't live, folks, on under $1,000 a month, which is what I get, $955 a month, Social Security. That's my income. That's my income that I can depend on. Occasionally somebody might send me a donation of I've gotten a couple $5 donations and I think one that was a little bit more than that, but not much. I've gotten under $50 donations recently. Under $50. This is not going to go very far, folks, when you're dealing with the kind of money that they're wanting me to put forth. Anyway, I want you to consider what I'm saying, and I want you to hear me. This is not a just world. We need to change that, and we need divine help in doing so. Thank you for listening. Namaste.